Hey everyone, we're going to solve each equation and check our solution. We're going to be using the distributive property of arithmetic and then using our properties of equality. These are the three problems. They're very similar. So let's get started. For the first one, what we're going to use is the distributive property of arithmetic and go ahead and distribute this out. That means I'm going to multiply each term by this constant on the outside. So 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 1 is 7. And also do it on the right hand side of the equation. So you get 5x minus 15. After that, I'm going to isolate my x and solve by using my subtraction property. And subtract right there. Subtract 5x from both sides. And I'm also going to subtract 7 from both sides. It's multi-step. All right. So 7x minus 5x is 2x. 7 minus 7 is 0. 5x minus 5x is 0. And negative 15 minus 7 is negative 22. Okay, so what we're going to have is 2x equals negative 22. And we're going to use our division property and divide both sides by 2. And we get x equals negative 11. So we're going to write our solution set as negative 11. Now let's go ahead and use our substitution property and replace our x with negative 11. All right. So we're going to write 7 and our x is negative 11. And then 5 times negative 11 minus 3. We want to see if the left-hand side of the equation equals the right-hand side. So let's take care of the parentheses. Negative 11 plus 1 is negative 10. And negative 11 minus 3 is negative 14. So 7 times negative 10 is negative 70. And 5 times negative 14 is negative 70. They do equal, so negative 11 is our solution set. Okay, we're going to move on. Go ahead and distribute both pieces here. Left-hand side and right-hand side. Very similar to the first one. And I'm going to go ahead and again use my subtraction property of equality. And I'm also going to use my addition property of equality and do these together. So 7x minus 5x is 2x. And that is 0. This is 0 again. And 7 plus 13, or 13 plus 7 is 20. So we end up having 2x equals 20. If you use your division property, divide both sides by 2. To isolate the x, you get x equals 10. Now we have to check our solution. So our solution is 10 by the substitution property. So everywhere there's an x, I'm going to take my original equation and substitute my x for the 10. Now the left-hand side should equal the right-hand side. So 10 minus 1 is 9. And then we have 5 times 13. So 7 times 9 is 63. And 5 times 13 is 63. So they do check out. So my solution set is 10. And the last one, and be careful with this negative on the outside. So you're going to get, we're using the distributive property, negative 7x plus 7, and then 5x plus 15. We need to do both of those. All right, now I like my x to be positive, so what I'm going to do is use my addition property and add 7x to both sides, and then my subtraction property and subtract 15 from both sides. So what we get is 0 minus 8 equals 12x. Now, since we have negative, I can write this as 12x equals negative 8. And so therefore we have, if you use your division property, you get x equals negative 8 over 12. We'll go ahead and reduce that. We can divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. Just divide each piece by 4. So you're going to get 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So my solution set is negative 2/3. Now let's check this out and see if our solution is correct. So we're going to write negative 7 times negative 2/3 minus 1 equals 5 times negative 2/3 plus 3. What I want to do is get the common denominator. So I want a 3 here. And to get a 3, if you put this in these two in fraction form, that's going to be 3 on top, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. All right. And do this one. Put a 3 here. Then you just multiply your numerator by 3 and you get 9. So what we get is negative 7 times negative 5 divided by 3 equals 5 times 7 divided by 3. So this is going to be 35 over 3. And this right-hand side is 35 divided by 3. And our goal was to see if these two sides equal. And they do. So our solution set is correct. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.